Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
Never worry, never sweat, Cozy Cal. He's a guy you won't forget, Cozy Cal.
If other dealers you have cussed, here's a dealer you can trust. All you have to do is just go see Cal.
Howdy again. Hey, if you need a car or truck and you need some good financing, you ought to come to Worthington Ford. I carry a lot of my own paper. I can make any kind of a deal I want to. Heck, I could sell you a car for $1 down, $1 a month, and give you 1,000 years to pay if I want to. We've got good financing. If you've got good credit, I will tailor the deal. I will tailor the deals to suit you. And boy, we carry a multi-million-dollar inventory of used cars and used trucks. You've never seen such an inventory in your life. They've all been carefully safety tested for your safety. They've all been carefully tuned to meet all of the clean air standards and get you good gas mileage. They're worth the money. Look over here. Here's a 1979 Buick Regal, $26.95. How good is it? Drive it 10 days, try it out. Here's a 1981 Olds Cutlass, $44.95. Drive it 10 days. Here's an 81 Plymouth Voyager van, $59.95. Here's a 1982 Pontiac Firebird, $61.95. Here's an 82 Dodge van. We got a lot of vans. An 82 Dodge van, $64.95. Here's an 83 Ranger pickup. Boy, a nice one, $59.95. Here's a 1980 Ford Mustang, $22.95. Here's a 79 Ford, a 3/4 ton pickup, and it is worth the money, $29.95. Boy, do we have a lot of trucks. We have got acres and acres and acres of trucks. If you're looking for a Bronco or a Blazer or a Jeep or a four-wheel drive or a one-ton, any kind of a truck, you better get over here to Worthington Ford. We have a tremendous selection of trucks. And again, friends, there's a service agreement available on every used car and every used truck. It covers the entire powertrain. It covers the entire powertrain for 1 year or 12,000 miles. It's very simple. If anything goes wrong with that powertrain for 1 year or 12,000 miles, you bring it back, we fix it. Do come and see us. Worthington Ford at 2850 Bellflower Boulevard, Long Beach. I'll see you here.
I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out. I was down on my luck. Got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing back east towards my hometown. Made a lot of miles the first 2 days, and I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. But the third night, I got stranded way out of town. At a cold, lonely crossroads, rain was pouring down. I was hungry and freezing, and then caught a chill when the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I was sure glad to hear them air brakes come on, and I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man. He weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and said with a grin, "Big Joe's the name." And I told him mine. He said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He said, "Son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or a rig a running any line that's seen nothing but tail lights from Phantom 309. Well, we rode and talked the better part of the night when the lights of a truck stop came in sight. He said, "I'm sorry, son, this is as far as you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn just on up the road." Well, he tossed me a dime and he pulled her in low and said, "Have yourself a hot cup on old Big Joe." When Joe and his rig roared out in the night, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and ordered me a cup, told the waiter Big Joe was sitting me up. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. It got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white. "Well, did I say something wrong?" I said with a halfway grin. He said, "No, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. At the crossroads tonight, where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming from town. They were right in the middle when Big Joe topped the hill. It could have been slaughter, but he turned his wheels. Well, Joe lost control and went to a skid and gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And there at that crossroads was the end of the line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then some hiker will come by and, like you, Big Joe, give him a ride. Here, have another cup and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and Phantom 309.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She cries the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, darling. I'll pay the rent. I knows I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I turned you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I was to blame. Oh, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Bailey, won't you come home? She cries the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, darling. I'll pay the rent. I knows I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I turned you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. Oh, ain't that a shame? I knows I was to blame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
fishing platter.
Everything we do is for the seafood lover in you. Red Lobster for the seafood lover in you.
Valentine's Day is for sweethearts, and it's the perfect time to show her how much you care with a sparkling gift of love from Moody's Jewelry. Moody's family of jewelers will help you find her hearts and flowers to last a lifetime, or gold and diamonds to encircle her love. If you shop at Moody's Jewelry, her Valentine's gift will shine forever. Because at Moody's Jewelry, your someone special is our someone special.
It's the place for the Big Valley, weekdays at 9.
ABC. Sunday. Movie. The ABC Sunday Night Movie. Tonight, a young reporter and a girl striking back at an invisible organization.
Well, now you know everything.
An incredible chase into a past nobody wants to remember.
Yes, yes, yes!
The Odessa File, a love story set against a background of terror. Starring Academy Award winner John Voight. The Odessa File.
Strumming hands and M&M's.
Chocolate candies.
Strumming hands and M&M's.
All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
There's a rich milk chocolate center covered with a colorful candy shell. Slapping hands and M&M's.
Clapping hands and M&M's. All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
M&M's chocolate candies.
We're the Pepsi generation, having a doggone time. It's a day for watching spirits fly. Catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. Catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. At the dog wash, catch that Pepsi spirit, drink it in.
Working late again, Mr. Peabody?
Afraid so, Rose.
You were the genius who designed the Firestone 721 tire.
That's my problem. They want me to top it.
Top it? But isn't the 721 what they call a winner?
Oh, sure. It's got 7 around 2 wrapped by 1. There's 24 million on the road, you know.
And you're gonna top that, Mr. Peabody?
Well,
The Firestone 721. It's one tough tire to top.
There, it's ready for light. What are you doing?
Oh, you smell good.
I what? Just like the match, Bill.
Your breath is so fresh.
That's close-up.
Close-up toothpaste?
Why do you think they call it close-up? It's got real mouthwash to freshen my breath, and it gets my teeth as white as they can be. Now, Bill, would you like the fire?
It's already lit.
Whiter teeth, fresh breath. Why do you think they call it close-up?
Hattie, don't think I don't know you're listening in again. I can hear you wheeze. I'd know that wheeze in the next world. It's too bad some people let themselves get so fat they even puff when listening to something that's none of their business. Lena, if there wasn't so many ears on this party line, I'd like to tell you the new joke that Sam heard down at the barber shop. Oh, it's a dandy. I'd like to know what the boys talk about at the barber shop that makes them laugh so loud, and the pictures they hang on the walls. It makes me blush just to walk past that barber shop, and I don't know what they see in reading that old police gazette. Well, Lena, I'd like to talk longer, honey, but it's time to milk the cows. You and Otis come over some Sunday. Goodbye.
Worthington and his dog Spot.
Never worry, never sweat, Cozy Cow. He's a guy you won't forget, Cozy Cow.
If other dealers you have cussed, here's a dealer you can trust. All you have to do is just Cozy Cow.
Every year, how would you like to come into Worthington Ford, you and your family, and pick out a new car or a new truck with no money down and real low payments? Think of the money you're going to save on the sales tax. No repairs, no maintenance. You can do it right here. Look over here. I'll lease you this new Ford Escort, no money down, $120 a month. Or an 84 Mustang, no money down, $147 a month. The Tempo, $149 a month. The 84 LTD, $176 a month. An 84 Thunderbird, $185 a month. An 84 Ranger pickup, $136 a month. An 84 Bronco, $214 a month. That's with no money down. Every year you can come in and pick out a brand spanking new car or truck. Come on in and find out about it. You don't have to have gold-plated credit. Worthington Ford, 2850 Bellflower Boulevard, Long Beach, open to midnight. See you here.
All right, welcome to the latest edition of the Archiveland Public Domain Theater. And tonight we're going to be looking at our oldest feature to date, at least. I've had older shorts, like if you saw the Christmas stream, but yeah, we're going to go back 109 years tonight for Hell's Hinges, starring William S. Hart. And this is generally considered the first great Western of the movies in general. And it's not a very long movie tonight. I think minus the restoration credits, it's 52 minutes, something like that. Now, Westerns are really not a great strength of mine. I've got my favorites, but yeah, as such, we're going to have a guest fill us in here. Now, before I run Geno's intro, Geno Cuddy, in the eyes of Sunset Cuddy, if you've ever seen his show, Six Gun Theater, which I've been known to plug on the Facebook and the Twitter pages, he's actually going to really properly deliver the intro to tonight's movie. And if you know how things have been going with me for the last few years, in a perfect world, we would be doing this completely live, and Geno and I would be able to just discuss the movie a bit beforehand. But yeah, we had to settle for doing kind of a pre-cooked thing. So what you're going to see here is admittedly a kind of a cut-up of an episode of Six Gun Theater, and then Geno doing some additional introduction to it. And I should also note that this is really Geno's restoration of this one. He did the reconstruction for this one. So this isn't probably for the only time ever not from some cruddy old VHS tape or something. So I'm going to hand the reins over to Geno here, and we will launch straight into the movie.
Howdy, partners. I'm Sunset Cuddy. On this episode, we head back to the silent era as we present the 1916 Triangle Distributing Corporation's classic, Hell's Hinges, starring and directed by the legendary William S. Hart. William S. Hart was born on December 6, 1864 in Newburgh, New York, and other than Bronco Billy Anderson, is remembered as one of the earliest Western superstars of the silver screen. Hart initially began his career as a stage actor of the Shakespearean variety and appeared in the original 1899 stage production of Ben-Hur. Hart held a fascination with the Old West and not only owned a pair of notorious outlaw Billy the Kid's sharpshooters, but was also friends with legendary lawmen Bat Masterson and Wyatt Earp. Hart sought to create realism in his westerns and to imbue his characters with honesty and integrity, and his films are noted for their accurate props, costumes, and overall aesthetic. William S. Hart passed away in 1946, but is fondly remembered for being one of the pioneering actors in the Western film and his many beautifully made films which still delight audiences today.
Hell's Hinges tells the story of a pastor who's not very good at his job, and he and his sister are sent out west to start a parish. Once they arrive in the Old West, in a town called Placer Center, but known far and wide as Hell's Hinges, they are exposed to lawlessness and sinful behavior. One of those lawless and sinful characters is Blaze Tracy, portrayed by William S. Hart. Tracy initially balks at the idea of religion coming to Hell's Hinges, but once he glances at the pastor's sister, portrayed by Clara Williams, his feelings change. Throughout the course of the film, Tracy and the pastor's sister, Faith Henley, go about setting up a church in Hell's Hinges. However, slimy Silk Miller, portrayed by Alfred Hollingsworth, sets about destroying the reputation of the pastor. He enlists Dolly, portrayed by Louise Glaum, to seduce the pastor and ruin his reputation in the town. He does so, but not without burning down the church in the process. This enrages Blaze Tracy, and he goes about setting ablaze the town of Hell's Hinges. In 1994, Hell's Hinges was selected for preservation by the National Film Registry of the Library of Congress for being culturally and historically significant, and additionally is considered one of the finest silent westerns ever made, and I hope you enjoy it. From 1916, and featuring a new musical score compiled by myself, here is the late great William S. Hart in Hell's Hinges.
All right, there you have it. Hell's Hinges from 1916. And to close things out here, I'm going to... first and foremost, I need to thank Geno, and I'll give a little extra plug to, for one, his various YouTube channels. He has a few of them. But certainly his show Six Gun Theater, which is between seasons right now, but I believe it's going to be starting up in the next month or so. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, Geno. He is in the chat tonight. And if you look in the video description for this particular video, this episode, this live stream, I included links to Geno's PayPal, and he has a bunch of t-shirts that you can buy if you're into old westerns, you know, with various stars, public domain stuff that he's, you know, made into t-shirts and all. So, yeah, give that a check if you're so inclined. And otherwise, the only real announcement I have right now is I think this is going to be the last public domain live stream, or just live stream I do for a while, probably at least 2 months. The main reason being I need every drop of time I can get, free time I can get, to make so much as Ben's junk videos just to keep this channel afloat. So this kind of admittedly falls a bit down the priority list. But yes, public domain theater will return at some point, maybe end of April, maybe end of May. I'm not too sure, but we'll just see what happens. So otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here, and we'll do the KLAK sign off. Thanks for watching. This is station KLAK, Channel 31, Archiveland, concluding another day of broadcasting. This station is owned and operated by Minadian Media Mutual of Midwestern Middle Management. Our station is located in a rundown, flood-prone split level somewhere in South Dakota, with our transmitter located out the back of a JVC HR S7600U SVHS deck at an effective radiated power of 3/20ths of a watt. KLAK is also a member in good standing of the Television Code, despite being out of practice for decades now. We now invite you to join us on KLAK Radio 640 and sometimes 1240 on your AM dial for music all night. On behalf of the staff of KLAK TV, a staff of one, I now bid you good night. And now, our national anthem.